Hello everyone and welcome to my studio. Today the subject of our conversation is fearless brushstrokes, understanding what they are. In this video, we'll talk about importance of the brushstroke as an artist tool, the three main types of brushstrokes, its 7 functions, and the evolution of brushstroke throughout history. The brushstroke should be at once decisive, fully charged, and alive with the spirit of the painter, wrote Robert Henry. As a teacher, I often observe my students making brushstrokes that start off intentional, but as they continue painting, the strokes disappear into a smooth mush. As a result, the painting looks overworked, colors become muddy, and the objects lose their solidity, weight, and articulation. It is a common condition I call the fear of brushstrokes, also known as a fear of commitment. Yes, making a brushstroke is an act of commitment. You are saying with confidence, this is right placement, the right size, value, and color. If you choose to blend out your brushstrokes, you are also blending out the description. The result becomes less specific. It may feel safer, but it comes at the cost of quieting the voice and energy of your painting. Brushstrokes cannot be made mindlessly. They require intense observation, conscious placement, and skillful handling of the brush to control how and how much of the paint is released from the end of your brush on the canvas. But most importantly, to paint with brushstrokes, you have to think in brushstrokes, to see like a painter. To see as a painter means to see more abstractly, more sculpturally, to see chiseled geometrical planes that turn towards light at the different angles, see their value, color, edge relationship as a whole. Each brushstroke is descriptive. It both describes and interprets, whereas the painters have only 5 tools: value, color, edge, paint quality, and the brushstroke. And yet, it is with a single brushstroke that we bring all 4 of them to the surface of the canvas. Making brushstrokes is the only physical skill a painter must learn. Everything else, understanding value, color, shapes, depth, space, perspective, is pursuit of intelligence. Let's talk about 3 main types of brushstrokes. There are 3 main types of brushstrokes. First type of brushstroke is across the form. It describes the form in space. Planes that protrude, planes that recede, and planes that turn under. This type of brushstroke gives a strong sense of structure, solidity, and weight. It was widely used by painters like Rembrandt, Rubens, Van Dyck, and Ribera. Second type of brushstroke is along the form. These strokes are gestural, swift, energetic, which make the subject appear more fluid, elegant, weightless, and spontaneous. This approach was practiced by Sargent, Zorn, Soroy, and Cecilia Baux, and many others. The third type of brushstroke is a broken brushstroke. These strokes were developed by the Impressionists. They are not directional and not intend to describe a form, but rather to create a trembling, vibrating surface as a shimmer of light and color. They bring the sensation of flickering atmosphere and the impression of movement of sunlight. My conclusion: it's better to make a wrong brushstroke with confidence than the right one with hesitation. Next time, when you find yourself blending out your brushstrokes, be fearless and just leave it be. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of brushstrokes.